Mike doing his part, making sure that we are on time. So, guess what, everybody? Welcome. It's time for Sunday in the Studios. I don't know if this is a podcast or not, Mike. I've been debating. Is this a podcast? It's a Catch of the Week podcast, I guess.
I'd call it something else.
Yeah, because I don't put it in our podcast list. Our podcasts are more for stuff that doesn't age, really. It's like, I really like the one we did where it was best rail fan locations and that kind of thing, which we need to go through and periodically update, do ones for the season or whatnot.
From weed whacker to luxury.
That's right. And I like the comfy list. That's my kind of place. But anyway, hello, welcome. The abrupt stop to the music is because we have a lot to get through today, and we're going to start with Mike's content from the week. So I'm going to share the desktop here momentarily, and we're going to dive in. We have 96 viewer submissions, 96. Hey, Taylor. So it's going to be a busy night. I'm going to talk fast. So that means we need to do like more than one a minute. We need to do one about every 40 seconds, including our dialogue, because we have a lot of stuff to go through. So, and there's a gnat in the studio. That's wonderful. Okay, we're going to dive in.
And he hid until right now.
He did. Okay, here is, thanks for the hearts, Taylor. Let's see, we're going to dive in with Mike's Catch of the Week. We're going to start with the first one here. Make sure you guys can hear it. Nice. I didn't even bother to repaint that one. Little BNSF action. Hey, kid.
It's an old GP something.
Yeah, it is an old GP something. Thank you.
Very old.
It's a Jeep. All right, then he did a 360. It's LRV, which for some reason translates in my head to live. No hat this week. You get my natural English curly hair.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yep. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because I went to the gym today, so I had to actually take a shower. Here we go.
There's me looking.
Same train, different view. So Mike arrived early enough from Dalton's live in the studio that I got some time to download this and even redo some keyframes and make it a new format for our Catch of the Week summary. Did all kinds of things today. There he goes by, and as you'll see on the next keyframe, transition over to Mike. As you can see where Mike is filming the short on that vertical camera there, vertical phone. Hey, Tony. There you go.
Sure, I didn't stick my tongue out or anything.
I know, isn't that great? Well, if you had, I probably wouldn't have shown it on air. Probably.
I have to remember these things.
I can't guarantee anything. All right, Mike. Before we dive into our 96 viewer submissions, hey, Stuart, Ray made you something.
Oh.
So, I'm going to sit back away from the microphone. We're going to watch it together. You ready? With the help of AI, of course. Hey, Dirk. And I did the video.
He was born by the tracks with a whistle in his soul, map in his pocket, dreams out of control. Said goodbye to town, left it all behind with a knockout and a notebook, a one-track mind. Chasing steel, rolling down the line, from the smoke of the Rockies to the Carolina pine, from steam to diesel, electric and clean. We gotta see him off before he runs out of steam.
The Endless Quest of a Mic. This is a fairly long song. I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes, so It's a good time to grab a drink.
Woke up in Omaha, heard the Union Pacific hum. Ran through the cornfields just to feel the engine's drum. Caught a glimpse of a big boy, tears in his eyes. That's the sound of the thunder, whispered to the sky.
One day you'll get to see a big boy, and I expect you to look up to the skies and whisper that. I've seen one, but it was in a museum, so I don't know if it counts.
Some folks chase money, some chase fame, but he chases numbers, class and name. He ain't chased, live for his two. He got a ledger of steel and sky so blue.
Hey, Jonathan.
And an old conductor on a platform in Maine said, son, what you doing might just be insane. But he smiled when he said it, tip of his cap. It was beating the chase when you're born with the knack. Oh, we chase and steal every dawn and dusk, living off coffee and wanderlust to the end of the rail, through snow and rain, and then on a mission, chasing every train.
Hey, Mama Bear.
That is too cool.
There you go. So that's Mike. I think the most accurate part is he runs off of coffee and a Wonderlust, because that is Mike. All right. We got, let's see, what else do we have to get into? I think that's all the stuff from me. And we got Mike's content already. All right. We have 96 viewer submissions to get through. So we're going to dive in. Let's just make sure. Yeah, 95 plus one in another folder called Show Later. So, Mike, I'm going to actually turn the lights down so you can see, so we can get through it a little faster. I'm going to turn off our ring lights, too. So, hold on. There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's moody
Atmosphere.
in here. Atmosphere. It is actually called Red Drama on the button I made. Because originally I thought, this will be really dramatic. And then later I thought, that was kind of dumb. And anyway, here we go. We will check that out. Thanks, Tony. Oh, 4001. That's a great photo.
My nose.
Can you see this?
I can see that.
So
Absolutely.
not only is it Sonic, but look at what Sonic's dragging. That is a giant cat dozer. That's cool. Oh, that's a good picture, too. Boy, that's really nicely focused. Great shot.
I love the setting. Look at that. It's just like it's coming
Yeah.
out of the trees to you.
Yeah, and it's like empty auto racks. Let's see if we can see the camera.
It's like Santa
Yep.
at Christmas
Look,
time.
see, that's a different
Yep.
model still. That's still different. I don't know what the deal is with these things. I don't know why they're all different. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, is that the conductor? It is. That's the conductor's head in a halo. I actually thought it was something on a seat at first, but no, it's his head. There you go. Oh, that's cool.
Whoa.
I don't think that's a particular person. And I'm not going to have time with 96 to get through to look these up. So
Look at the allure.
I know. So if you
Oh.
guys know if that's a famous character that I just don't know because I was born in the 80s, then let me know. And, oh, I forgot my music. Mike, I made us new music today as well. Here we go. Ready?
You are full of surprises.
You like this upbeat folk, so I made you upbeat folk. How's that?
You did good.
Thank you. All right.
You and Ray been busy.
We have been busy. Okay, next one. Another main event.
They have been
4004.
all through town the last 48 hours.
They have. First of at least three. I think there's actually another one in yonder distance here. I can't see. Yeah, there's first of three there. Very nice. Good shot. 4,000. Man, we're getting all the mains, and this is a different submission, different person. So the mains have been all over. Running the rails.
Oh, that's a cool shot.
Yeah, and it's got the NS, like little, almost like a sticker on the side. I don't know if they couldn't read it with it yellow or what, but somehow they identified it a bit better, as if the giant main didn't give it away. Wonder if they get to keep these if Union Pacific swallows them. There's your art shot. So I guess it was. I'm really hoping it was tied down. I'm gonna guess that wasn't live. This is a pretty good picture. I like that. I don't think he's gonna risk it. That's a DSLR camera, I think, with the focal distance. So I don't think he's gonna risk that on sticking it underneath the train. I know this ridge because that looks like your fence, but I know that fence is in Virginia.
That fence is far, far away.
It is, and there's the Norfolk Southern.
And there's the bridge.
Yep, that's Tara's Bridge. It's kind of cheating because we know whose they are when we see that bridge or that hill. I know that hill already. I've never been there. I do kind of like the little suspension of the wires there too. You see that? It's like a little suspension bridge. You know what I never noticed before, Mike? I can hear you say "mm-hmm" through my headset, but they can't hear you. I never thought of that before.
Because
it's in your throat, and the microphone only picks up what comes out of your mouth. So all this time, Mike's been saying "mm-hmm," and you guys can't hear him, but I can hear him because I can hear him through my headset outside. Anyway. Lucas! There's a shout out.
And we saw Lucas this week too on the lives.
Did you?
Yes, we did.
Lucas gets around, man. I don't know how he has time to rail fan and paint all those cars. That one's good and vibrant, too. Hack, I think it says. But look at the car.
Who's the guy with the hat?
No, that's a car. See?
Oh, it is.
Tires,
Now I see
bumper,
it.
Headlights. It does seem to have, it looks like ears, but they're not
Whoa.
ears. I really should wrap that around better. I'll have to fix that music for next week.
That
Anyway,
is awesome.
those are the fenders. Yeah, it's a...
It's a taxi cab, a hack.
Oh, that makes sense. I guess so. But it's like a 30s. It'd be like a 32 or so. That's very cool. Yes, Tony, I knew it was you, but I'm not telling Mike who they are because Mike has to judge impartially. And since Mike spends a lot more time with you guys, it's hard for him to be impartial and know who they are. So he just has to look at the train. So I don't tell him who you are. And I assure you, you can see on the screen, you can read these tiny words. There is no chance Mike can read those from where he's sitting. I can read them with my glasses on. But yeah, he doesn't actually know who's sending them in. We don't tell him. So one of those was Tony, Mike. You just don't know which one. Anyway, so there's BNSF on the NS. And he's in the middle. Look, he's got an NS behind him and in front of him.
All covered up.
Yeah, I guess they probably needed some extra power for adding some cars on, and he got stuck on the end.
What's the truck to the right?
It looks like a...
The high rail truck or just a truck?
I don't know. It's a very specialized truck because that's a Western Star.
And what's on the pole?
There's a sign that says, warning, no excavation. So there's something unholy under the ground there.
With the shovel back.
Yeah, but Western Star trucks are very specialized and they're expensive, so whatever that truck does is probably fancy. Oh, got a video. Hey, it's the Virginian. Very cool. Virginian coming on over. Quick shot.
Was that a tunnel in the back over there to the right?
It's just an underpass.
Okay.
And I can't zoom in on it because it's a video. So you just have to use your imagination.
Ooh, there's
That's
a couple
neat.
old fellas.
What the heck is that? I don't even know what that is. It's got to be a short line, right? You're not going to lose them.
Need help here. What is that?
That's 38.19 and 23.92. That's
See what I put up with?
yeah. And I test by yelling into the microphone. I test the microphones to make sure that I'm not overloading the audio. So sometimes I yell things that I've been known to yell at Mike. Hey, Mike, there's no 8N here, but there's a green forklift.
We replaced our blue tractor.
We did. It's sad. I like the Ford tractor. I should get them to put it back. Wow. There it is again. What is this thing? G and B? I think G and something. Can't read the other one. Yeah, that's definitely a G. G and something. If y'all know what this is, let me know. It says KXHR on the side. Boy, that is just matte black. Huh. No idea. Some kind of short line, I guess. There we are. Nice, bold block letters. It doesn't even look like it's painted over anything. You can't see any ghost of a former paint job, which is odd. Like you would assume they bought this from somebody at some point, being a short line, but...
And for those of us who need glasses, the number is big enough.
Tony says it's G and MO. Actually, I think it's close. It's G and O. G and O. What the heck is G and O? Quick Google. I promised I wouldn't be Googling much, but I lied. Guy and O'Neill. Nope, that's a different thing. General and... Short line railroads in the southeast. Gulf and Ohio Railways. All right.
Well,
So that's the Gulf and Ohio Railways. And that's them.
wonder if I'll see one of those in Mobile.
Maybe so. Established in 1985. Yeah, just plain. I mean, and it seems pretty legitimate. Looks like it's the Knoxville and Holston River Railroad. And that's what the KXHR means. And it looks like there's 4 different ones put together. So they're not a tiny railroad. They they operate with several different major carriers. So I guess maybe they did buy those new. They just went with that scheme. Okay, well, that's cool. All right. Anyway, never seen that before.
Flying bird on the front with the red wings, or the Ohio Highway Patrol logo.
Yeah, there you go. I don't see much of the Ohio Highway Patrol, thankfully.
I used to.
I don't doubt that one bit. I know what your first car was. You were very proud of how fast it would go. Well, here's an NS on the front of it. Look, so I guess they're cooperating. Adding some power. Interesting. That's neat. Never seen that before in my life. Here's a lease unit. These were Wells Fargo, right? Aren't these the Wells Fargo units, Michael?
I honestly don't know.
I think they are. I think that's who used to own these. Tony, you would know. Aren't these, I think these are the ex-Wells Fargo units that are all the blue and whites with the weird number board.
Another Lucas.
Another Lucas, far away. You can see the bottom of a tractor over here. I think that is our tractor. The wheels are white. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't get a job, but I can get
Does that mean you can't read the rest of it on the air?
well, he's referring to the fact that he can obtain drugs every day, which, I mean, it's good that he can get a job. I guess that without a job, he can obtain drugs. Yes, good for him.
He has more time.
Yeah, I mean, somehow he makes it work. And I guess, the lucrative business of painting train cars is paying off for him. So good for him.
The moment.
Beautiful. The flag is getting a little tattered, but it actually is getting tattered on the correct side, which is funny because that's how flags weather, So that actually doesn't look too bad, to be honest. If you're going to weather one, not a bad way to go. It's a very handsome locomotive. There's Terrace Bridge. I mean, there's somebody's bridge. This is cool. Lehigh Valley.
There's that hard to photograph locomotive.
Man, it's so hard to shoot. And you know what? She did a good job, or he or the person did a good job because it's...
They
did a good job. Yeah. Because this looks much more like one color than it is in real life. That's, as I've mentioned many times, about 5 different shades of maroon. And that's a challenge. Here we go, Michael.
There's our wheels.
8099 under
How
the lights.
clean.
Yeah, it's looking great. They do take care of that one. It makes me look. It makes me happy.
Maybe it's after the office car special and it's still washed and waxed.
It's shiny. Look at that Dulux gold standing out in the night. It's pretty. Whoops. Somehow. There we go. Oh, yeah. We haven't seen the Erie in a hot minute.
And 2 hot minutes.
Yeah. What does it say on the front? I don't remember what it says there.
Bring me back to Chattanooga.
That is what it says, I think. That's cool. Gosh, it's probably been a year, hasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it's been a long time. We filmed it in Dalton. That's the last we saw of it.
Yeah. Been a long, long time. And there's this one, I think, is a... No, that's not a Western Star. That's international. Never mind. Norfolk and Western by itself on a siding. Boy, that's a catch, huh? And then here's an engineer looking over at the person.
Look, no safety gear on. Uh-oh.
He has a vest on. It's just really...
Blue.
It's a blue... It's high-vis blue.
High-vis blue. I like that.
Highlighter blue.
He's trying to blend in with the locomotive.
I have a blue highlighter here somewhere. Anyway. Ooh, that's pretty. It's in a museum, so it's kind of cheating, but we're going to look at it anyway. That's the Wabash. That's very pretty. Streamliner.
The old look, huh?
Mm-hmm. Look at the detail. Look at the light. Follow the flag. Wabash. Beautiful. There's a Hummer H1. Crown Vic. I guess those are the police, the units they've had at the yard there. Not sure what museum that is.
It's cool. That's an old light bar on there.
Mm-hmm. It is. It'd be late 90s.
I tried to collect one of those ones.
Yeah? How'd that go for you?
I chickened out.
Did the cops start shooting at you while you were taking it off his car?
No, when I thought about cutting the wires, I figured some alarm would go off. It's like, no, might as well not do that.
I'm going to ask you about that at dinner later. Norfolk and Western.
That's a beautiful picture.
Mm-hmm. And actually, here's another cool thing. You can see there's a Norfolk and Western original unit, I think over here, 521, just peeking into the frame. So it's the NS Heritage pulling another Norfolk and Western. So that must have been a Railfan event or something. That's really cool. Boy, that's a great shot. Look how good that blue looks, man. That's a really, really pleasant blue. I think I'm going to paint a car that color. That's
Maybe
cool.
we just pick one of your 31.
No, the color I had to choose to paint one yesterday, it's going red. And not because I love red, but because it's already red and it's too hard to change colors.
Mrs. T would love another car in the driveway.
Mm-hmm. And she's so excited about this one, I can tell you. Actually, she is kind of excited. This is going to be the one that tows our side-by-side, and it's actually going to be my Rail Moments vehicle. So this is Unit 14. I think we've had 13 Rail Moments vehicles, I think, in our career. So I think this is number 14, and it's getting outfitted with radios and a slide-out tray and all kinds of cool stuff. So it'll be neat. You'll know it's me when I arrive, I assure you. Anyway, very cool other streamliner.
What's behind it that's blue?
So that's a Norfolk and Western, and so is
Okay.
this. So I'm guessing this is all in a Norfolk and Western museum, and I'm assuming that means that the Norfolk and Western locomotive was probably there for an event. And it says Class J 611, I think is what it says. Yep, 611. Boy, I'm surprised I can read that. Norfolk and Western Class J 611. That's what the side of that poster says. Hey, it's the Pink Nose. Look at that.
We haven't seen that in a while either.
No, you saw it last on Tin Bridge about 2 months ago when it was flooding. You remember that?
It flew by me so fast.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you even got a short or anything of it. It was a very quick pass by. The Interstate. Sorry, the music keeps ending. Let me show you what I'm working with here. We'll do this real quick. So I've got the music is attached to this button, but it just keeps arbitrarily ending. So I'm trying to make sure to fade in and out with it, but I don't know why. I need to make it loop better. This is just like stopping in the middle of it. So sorry about that. But I'm trying to keep it playing here. Anyway. Bad button. No. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Interstate. Looking good. I know that bridge.
No, you don't.
No, don't. That's
No,
just
you
a
don't.
mysterious mysterious ridge, Michael.
Looks like a drawbridge.
It does. It's very pretty, though. Oh, here's a different one. The B&O behind 224. So we saw 28. I think we did see 224 last week. But look at this old fella over here, too. Is that a...
An old fella.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm going to say it, but then I'd be wrong. Then I'd be embarrassed. So let me look at this up real quick.
And then you'd be in trouble with John.
I know. Or Tony.
Or Tony.
It's a square cab. It's an EMD of some kind. Hold up. It is an EMD GP 40-3. So another Jeep. This one was built in June of 1978. So it's 4 years older than me. And there he is, still working the rails. Found the B&O. And gray CSX. This one, I think that is 224. Because remember how we noticed the side of it looked kind of smudgy? I think we did see that one last week.
You have such a memory.
Well, there was also one of the Norfolk Southern Heritages was burned on the side. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall which one. I think it might have been in Western Maryland. I don't know. Anyway, the B&O's looking good, looking sharp. Which one was it they said had some kind of a catastrophic failure this week? It was running and then just died.
The our new 1080.
Oh, again?
Yes.
Well, they should have picked a newer
The
locomotive.
second time.
I guess if they didn't have money problems, they wouldn't be merging. CSX. That looks like a familiar diamond and familiar gantry, and that's the Manly Gel Works in the background.
It
Same,
does,
Mike.
It does look a little familiar.
And I actually don't know this person who submitted it, and I don't know that this person is local, so that's probably a cool little shout out. This one here is a weird one. You see the nose on that? That is not a typical comfort cab. They're going to make me do another Google again. I need to just keep Google open on the side, but then I can't read what people are telling me. 4710. What is this thing? It's an SD70 MAC. So it's an EMD built in 2003. Interesting. It's a fancy EMD. It's a weird catch. SD70 MAC. Unusual cab on it. Oh, see? Talk on it. I need to make myself some kind of like a beep tone in my ear when that music is ending. I'm going to do something to make this better. I think I'll fade it out. That way I'll know what's happening. And I can transition. You'll just have to deal this week, I guess. 4412. In a picturesque little location. I don't know where that is, but it looks like a great rail fanning spot.
I agree.
We should find out where that is and put that on our podcast. Also, it's got gates because you can see the little gate thingy thing up there. And then whatever that is.
It's a ringy thing.
It is.
Yeah. A gate thingy and a ring thingy.
There's the star lit up.
Uh-oh, she did it.
She?
Yep.
Yes. Definitely Terrace Hill and Terrace Bridge.
And Terra Star.
That's cool. I'd said you should get it lit up, and she did. Boy, there's some equipment on the ground over here. There's the switches. I guess that's a hydraulic ram. I don't really know how those work, to be honest, but there's one over here and one over here. I'm assuming it's hydraulic. I don't know. Might be pneumatic. There it is. Boy, they turned on pretty early. It's not even Christmas. That's bright.
144 days to Christmas, you guys.
I know you guys hear this from Mike, but I get a text constantly, and as we get within about 90 days,
They're every day.
it's constant. Taylor says an unknown photo from before that I'll identify for you was taken in Sweetwater, Tennessee, which is not far. That's about 60 miles from here. Hey, that's cool. An old SD. Leading a small, this must be a local, 3313. I think this one's remote control, right? It says something on the side. I can't quite read it. No, you know what? I think this is one of those that says it's assigned to a leasing company or something.
Or you can't go past a certain point.
Yeah, something like that. That's not, it doesn't have the beacon, so it's definitely not radio controlled. But
I
old
took that
SD.
in Sweetwater. There's a note there.
Yep. That's cool.
We need one of those.
We do. It's got like a scoopy bucket on it. It says it's a great all. I wonder what the hydraulic oil. Check daily. Okay. I wonder what the scoopy bucket does.
Scoop.
Huh. No kidding.
Just
it
there to
has
help.
It's got to be for gravel between the tracks, right? Because it's narrow. That's about 3 feet or so. Maybe they scoop along the... I don't know. It's got a lot of articulation because this is a rotator. And it's a high rail. Look at that. You know what? I know what it is. He spins it around backwards and I guess drives backwards for the scooping. I don't know. But he's got the high rail front and rear. And that pivots. And he's got the boom. So it must work backwards.
When we had the washout, they had one of those sitting over in Ottawa.
Okay. Yo, what up?
That sounds like Austin.
Didn't have a ton of time, but he wanted to put in a message for the rail fans. So, thank you, random graffiti man or woman.
What's that?
It's like a friendly little ghost character. Looks kind of like the soul of Kirby. I don't know. He looks friendly.
It's not one of the guys out of Ghostbusters, the little
No.
blobby guys that would float around.
No, he's not one of the Bobby guys because he'd have a long tail like a slug.
Oh, that's a pretty picture.
Yeah, look at this guy. They're loading something. They were loading... It says crane. Really? Gee, Ralph. Boy, that guy's seen some action, huh? 8029. He's had a long life of it, I can tell you that. Welcome to downtown Attala. It's an old building.
What a historic look.
It reminds me of, is it Kahata? Is that the name of the town?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the old building here. And then the tracks of the underpass. Now, this underpass looks like,
St. Paul?
thank you, St. Paul. I'm glad that I've known Mike long enough. I can just look at him and sign. He comes up with it. But yes, it looks like St. Paul. And I drove totally the speed limit while going under that bridge while Mike was on it as I was chasing ahead of the Santa train.
Well, that's because you had to avoid the guy that was underneath the bridge on the ladder trying to take pictures.
If I said what I really think about that man, I would have to mute or get banned from YouTube. But a lot of other people around him told him the same words. This guy's using the natural air conditioning. He's using the 680 air conditioning, I guess, 6 axles and 80 kilometers an hour. Actually, I think that's a woman. But anyway, the conductor is chilling, literally. That's cool.
I like that picture.
I'm not sure what that is. It says O something on the side. I guess it's a short line. It looks kind of like the CP paint scheme, but it's not. That's cool. Oh, getting artsy. It's the Kansas Central. 1497, Kansas Central. That's something I've never seen before. Wonder what that is. Kansas Central.
Music
Doggone it. The internet says it has no idea, so I may not be reading that correctly. Kansas City, Southern Railway? No, definitely says Central. Is that not Kansas? I swear it looks like Kansas. Anybody that knows what this is, tell me.
Don't be bashful. Shout out somebody.
It's got a long hood. It's definitely a yard dog of some kind. I just don't know what he's doing. Anyway. 3307 and 3414. Chilling by the signals.
Looks like a banana tree.
Almost like tobacco leaves.
Yeah, that too.
That's cool. 4810 coming on the line. Actually, I guess he's waiting, but he's waiting with his nose out a little bit. There's one going off in the distance, one on the siding, and he's sitting here. He's running. His lights are on, but his main lights are not. 3307, dressed and ready. The door open. You can't get much ice with the door open like that.
Nope.
I'm being told by Railfan Lucan, who I don't think is who submitted that. That's the Illinois Central Southwest switcher. Illinois Central. Interesting. Okay. Oh, so it said Illinois Central, not Southwest Central. Or Kansas Central. What did I say? Illinois Central 1497, was it?
An Illinois Central switcher.
Yep,
Says
and that
Tony.
thing is a rebuilt EMD SW14. Oh my gosh, hang on, I gotta run back. This thing was built in 1951, July of 1951. We know that thanks to our friends at the Railroad Picture Archives, and it says rebuilt EMD SW14. There's the frame number where it was sold. It was built then, and then here's the pictures of it. And sure enough, that is that little feller. Look at that. Illinois Central. That's cool. There was in Decatur, Illinois in 1990. They took that photo. Man, that guy is old. Mike, that is a 1951 locomotive putting in the work.
Somebody took good care of him.
Yep.
Mike's older than me, believe it or not.
I was going to say, speaking of things from the era, it's the birthday month for both me and Mike this month. So Mike and I usually do some kind of thing. Lately, with our rail fan commitments, we haven't been traveling as much. We have been either going to see a train somewhere where there's ice cream, or we have been hanging out in a pool or doing something else like that. Anyway, oops, sorry, I skipped one.
Oh, I like
4,000. Yep, that's pretty. Large and in charge. The greens are nice too. A lot of color there. 4,000 with a rail fan. Looks like there might have been some quality graffiti on that one. Got a heister. And whatever this contraption is. I don't know what that does. Well, maybe, I guess the heister set that down, so I guess it got taken off of something. So it looks like it has places for the forks to go in. Anyway. Uh-oh. That one's running.
Pedal.
That is... And that person has their feet down. They are definitely not pedaling. And look, that's what the gate is down. That is, I hope that did not end up the way that it looks like it ended up. But I bet you if we could see sound waves, there would be an arc from the horn blast.
You think?
Boy, that beats the Subaru guy. That is the closest call
Yes.
I have ever seen.
Just
Without
think his ears have to be ringing.
I'm just hoping he wasn't swallowed whole.
Something's flashing.
That's cool.
Oh, it's the TV behind us.
Doggone advertisements on Rail Moments.
I thought someone had entered the dark room.
No, it's just playing an ad. For a breakfast burrito at Bojangles. B-O Rito. I'm sorry about that. I just banged the heck out of my microphone with my headset. My headset is metal, as you now know. All right, we're back. Nothing on the tracks at the moment. Very nice shot of a light there. Yep, more on the tracks again, says Tony. You're not kidding. Oh, Real Fan Lucan says SW1500. That's what the SW meant. Wow.
That's cool.
That's the coolest shot I've seen in a minute. Look at that guy. The Greenbrier Presidential Express.
Behind.
Yeah, and it's got like a tender looking thing. It's not a geometry unit. I don't know what the heck that thing is. And look at that shot, man. That is cool.
I wonder where it's going from or to.
Well, Greenbrier. I've been to the Greenbrier. If it's the river, we'll find out. It was a proposed luxury passenger train that was planned to operate between Union Station in Washington, D.C. and the train station of the Greenbrier Resort in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. I have been there. I have gone there on vacation in 2006, so I guess it's been a minute. The project was initiated in June 2011 but canceled in May 2012 due to numerous issues, among which were capacity constraints on the Buckingham Branch Railroad and federal approval of the train's engineering. Boy, that's a heck of a locomotive, though. The James Conley Justice Sr. it says on the top. I guess that's who paid for it. I guess if he pays for it, he can put his name wherever he wants on it.
That's right.
So this is from Wikipedia, so thanks to the Wikimedia Commons. It has the West Virginia logo. It says West Virginia, wild and wonderful, which is their slogan. But yeah, how cool is that? I've never even heard of that. As it was a canceled plan. So it's a 484, formerly used by the Chesapeake and Ohio Railway. And they didn't have enough capacity, and it was affecting plans to make Amtrak's Cardinal a daily train. Most employees were laid off. Numerous rail cars and locomotives were placed for sale, with the rolling stock scheduled for auction September 8th, 2014. And Mike, I think I hear something on the rail cam. Do I? Or am I imagining that?
I didn't, but doesn't mean that there wasn't.
Hold on. Let's take a quick look at the rail cam. I thought I heard it. I think I do hear it. Inside the studio. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit. There's a bird flying. It's always a good sign that it's going to be southbound. The birds don't like other trains. But there's nothing on the radio, so maybe not. Maybe. I'm losing my mind. I'm going to move this over.
Maybe it's raining.
Maybe. Since we're running low on time, I'm going to leave it open for a minute. We're just going to stare at the Presidential Express for a second. Okay. Oh. See it in slow-mo. 3133. 45, 46, and 5341. That's a different paint scheme. 5341. Is that a YN1? I think 5341. Let's Mike, if you want to look up 5341 CSX, see what it is. I'm gonna turn the computer sound down a little bit because if I had another video, it's gonna make me jump out of my skin. This is pretty. The old and the most modern. Amtrak California, it says. That's cool. I have ridden regional rail in California recently. I rode one last year. And between San Diego and Oceanside. But it was not that paint scheme. But it was one of the cars like this, as I recall. Probably should have taken more pictures. I didn't take pictures of the locomotive itself. I think just a couple of the station and then the inside of the cars. Because I was in kind of a hurry to make sure I made it onto the train, so I didn't take a lot of pictures. Oh, look at that. Union Pacific with CSX. And that's the Spirit of Cincinnati, 5500.
Must be on loan down south again.
Yeah, they loaned it to the enemy. They're the ones that are not about to get purchased.
Back to 5341. It's an ES-44DC, part of the CSX transportation fleet, and it has been photographed in Whiteside, Tennessee, and all the way to New York.
Huh. Alrighty.
It's a GE Evolution Series diesel electric locomotive.
I wonder, I think that paint scheme's a YN1. Oh, there's a bus. Tepito Lagunita? Garibaldi? I think that's the artist name, maybe. And Tepito a nickname?
Aiden sent a message to everybody. Sorry he's not here, but he is currently chasing a train with an SD70 ACC, a -9, and an SD40-2. Ooh, I like the bus.
Yeah, the bus is cool. And it says whole cars all day. So I guess that's what he paints. Whole cars all day. That's a man with a lot of time. But, again, the artistry, he painted it, but did not paint over the yellow markings. I'm good with that. I do feel like a bus is one of the things you can paint on the side of a train car that fits the scale. Especially an auto rack, because they're huge. So he's even got a little perspective. I feel like the front end is definitely turning more than the back end is. But
maybe it's flexible.
Then again, that's probably still beyond my artistic ability. Hey, it's a troll.
You used to have those, you put those on your pencil.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, in the 90s, we had those too. I had them as a kid. I actually know what you mean. That's really good. Look at the two different greens they used and how much shading there is. That's very much a troll.
Trolls. No, slaying.
Slaying trolls.
Slaying
Oh, yeah, because it does have a pool of blood. So, slaying trolls from the West Coast. And I guess Forge Suedo Nassau is the guy's name? I don't know. Anyway, slaying trolls. That's pretty good. That's a strong contender. Yeah, I feel bad for the troll, but I don't know. Maybe he had it coming.
Bad troll.
This is great. I wanted to read it before I zoomed in. So look, he's got 3, 4, 5 on the height, and it's got a finger pointing. That's just a very nice hand. Actually, they're hard to paint. It says, "You must be this tall to paint this train."
Oh, that's too cool.
I don't know which one I like better because that's a pretty strong contender, man. I don't know. That's really good. The artistry isn't quite as good, but that's very clever. Hey, look who it is. Felix.
And what is he saying?
Looks like he says the gnome or the name or the something. I can't quite read what it says there.
CBS must have been his producer.
Must have been. I'm not sure what the word cloud says, but it is Felix. That's pretty good, Felix. I always wanted one of those Felix the cat clocks with the ticking tail, you know? Oh, wow.
The Grinch?
Well, I don't know.
I see red and green in a hat.
Yeah, I guess
but
Jesus saves Santa
Grinch.
alligators?
Santa alligators.
I don't know, but it's only 144 days till that guy's got some action.
That's right.
And it does, he managed to paint around, do not hammer on sides of car. There you go.
Whoa.
And he's holding a money as well as a present, it appears. He's giving you a choice.
Either that cash or the present. Which would you like?
There you go. Or maybe he's shopping.
It's like Monty Hall.
Jesus saves, everybody else pays full price. Whoops, I went back one. Nope, that was it. Just zoomed. Well, this guy's having a day. So...
Is that Blade?
Yeah, it says something like Blade or Bluey. Actually, I think it says Blooie, Bluey. And it's got a guy's face here. These two appear to be sleeping. And then there is a zombie that's coming over here. And this person is aware that there's a zombie coming, I suppose. This is a disembodied hand, because that's the end of it in the beginning. So...
Well, there's a lot of thought behind this one.
There is. And I'm not sure that he needed to move that arm to make this disembodied hand work, since it appears to be pointing just fine without a connection to its arm. That's something. I was wrong, Mike. There was no train. I guess I'll go back to the chat now. Mama Bear, I'm sitting here about your mama's house. I had a house burned down in 2011. And the first person to the scene to check it out was Mike. So I was in Utah at the time, and I called Mike and said, "Hey, apparently my house is burning down. Can you go look at it?" he's like, yep, it has burned down.
Yep.
That was pretty much the extent of it. Not a whole lot you could do about it. Just house no more. Something went wrong. Let's try that replay again. It's an Amtrak. Nope, it is. I'm not liking that video. Let's try this again. Oh, that's an Amtrak. Jesse saw this one on his honeymoon, didn't he?
Jesse saw one of everything on his honeymoon.
It says Beech Grove, Amtrak 154. I think that one is something. Hold on.
He saw the Crayola ones. He had a whole list.
Well, it is tracked on the rail rat. It is a tracked locomotive. I'm not sure which one it is, if it's a commemorative or something, but I have seen that one, or maybe it's a normal scheme, and I just haven't seen that one, because what we get in like the Gainesville, Georgia area doesn't look like that. It says Beech Grove, which is a town in Indiana, a suburb of Indianapolis. There's the baggage cars and the double-deckers.
Wish they were picking us up tonight.
Would be nice to have a sleeper car tonight, wouldn't it? That's what Jesse did on his honeymoon, Whistleboard Productions. He and his wife took an Amtrak train. Here's a pretty one. Look at that star. That is
The Katy.
Oh, it is the Katy. Yeah, that's right. The Katy, Texas.
UP.
Yep, the Katy. Boy, that's a great shot. What a beautiful locomotive. Let's look at that again without my pausing and starting. Yeah. Very nice.
And look at the Briggs and Butnick's color.
Painted red here and blue here. Fancy. Oh,
Give us
another one.
leftover paint.
Oh, that's CP leading. Look at all the birds on the gantry, Mike. Look at that.
There they go.
Yep. And if he blows, they're really going to go.
Oh, they're all landing back. Brave birds.
Crisis averted. Oh, there they go.
That did it. There goes the golden beaver.
And the side of that car says fork. Like a thing you eat with. Literally, fork. All right, we're going to do this where I don't start and stop it again. Nope. Boy, it is. This format of video, this is the same file type as the last one. And that file type is not cooperating. Tony says he has an HO scale of the Katy. How cool is that? Nope, something has happened to the audio completely. So we are going to stop here. This is the same file format, and it appears to not be playing well. So we're going to...
There's something under wraps, I think.
Yeah, Mike, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Okay. I don't see anybody behind
This is a different player, but it is not... Let's see if we can launch again. No, it is not playing sound. It is actually not playing any sound at all.
Uh-oh. Technology.
Yeah, and I have an angry red message on my soundboard.
Warning.
Yeah. I don't know what it's angry about, but we're gonna
Mad about something.
poke around here for a second. I'm gonna change speakers for a minute. Yeah, that's working. Mixing board's playing audio out. Is it getting any sound? Let's try this again. Well, it's playing audio just fine. It's not getting any sound. Well, that's not good. Well, the good news is most of the other ones are stills. And we may have to try again on the sound. Doggone it. Yep, that's a different video player, and it's still not cooperating. So we'll go back to what we were doing, I guess. I just have to imagine really impressive horn sounds. What is this, Mike?
I'm going to guess it's something that belongs to the government.
It is
Like
shrink
a
wrapped.
tank.
And look, there's a big box.
That's the munitions.
And there's a bunch more boxes. What the heck? QTTX. Who is that, Mike?
Not a clue. UTTS.
Underwater pelletizer, it says on the side. That's what's in that thing.
Which is a what?
So a pelletizer is a machine that makes pellets for like heating stoves, for example. So a company my wife used to work for owned pellet producing plants, and so I didn't know you would do it underwater, but I'm pretty sure that's what they mean. It's a thing that makes underwater pellets.
There's a bunch of them.
Yep, and that one says a bunch of weird words that I don't know. Well, that's cool. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that's a beautiful picture.
Yep. I think is that Dalton?
Yes, it is. That's the bridge.
Yeah, because I think that's
the guy
billboard. Yeah.
That's the billboard that's right across. I was on the other side of that bridge today.
Okay. Up on the parking garage.
That is right there by the
Doggone it. Sorry, guys. Forgot to share.
control tower.
Yep. Sorry, Stuart. This is what we were looking at before. I don't think you saw this one. This is the thing, which is the pelletizer. It's in a box.
Mama Bear says we can't see.
Yeah,
pictures.
no, I fixed it. They're
okay.
lagging behind. They can't. We've caught up. They just don't know it yet.
I'm on the delay side, am I?
Yeah, you're reading what they're writing, and I caught it beforehand because I looked up at the screen like, I just see myself. Anyway, so yes, this is the billboard Mike was looking at, and here is the that building that I recognized, and I think mainly Jailworks is somewhere down here, right?
It is.
Yeah. Very pretty.
Eyeball green on the Atlanta North District.
Yep, I like that one.
And that's the tree it needs trimming right there.
It does need some trimming. If it goes much further, it's going to get trimmed by a train. Oh, my precious. That's from Bugs Bunny. That's the witch that is trying to boil him in a stew. You remember?
No, you have me on that one.
Oh, it's a great one.
They tried to
Hold on.
boil bugs?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh. No boil bugs.
So I just typed in Bugs Bunny witch. Her name was Witch Hazel, and this is her, and she's trying to boil bugs.
It's amazing.
Yep. And so let's see if I can get them both in the same
And
frame.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Bugs Bunny, Mike. But that is her. That is Witch Hazel, and that's actually extremely well done, as you can see. Looks just like her.
Where's Bugs?
And this scene, look, it's just reversed. So they've reversed the image. But you can see right here, she's got the spoon. It's bubbling in their version, which is cool. And then she's pouring that bottle down into the cauldron. And that's exactly the shot. They just added a little artistic license.
Amazing.
Yep. So Witch Hazel, that's that character. Oh yeah, Crash said Witch Hazel. I guess I'm the only one that didn't know the name of the witch, but that is her name. Makes sense. Witch
I didn't
Hazel.
even remember the witch.
And it was painted, I'm assuming, by BLT in September 2018. So that's held up really well. What high quality spray paint. And there's even a little gradient on the hat. Actually, that's a good one. They've also painted Molly Maguire up here. But that's a different one, I think. And they were careful to paint around the words.
And I even know where that is. That's the tire shop.
Oh, you know where that is?
The blue and
is
white.
that in Dalton?
Yes, that's my
Oh.
that's my overpass. That's right there by the gentleman that has the Cuban coffee.
Yeah,
That's
Mama
the,
Bear. That's a great one.
That's the overpass there.
Oh, you're talking about Cigar Time.
Yes.
This is the one I can see where I'm always sending you the BNSFs that are passing by.
Yes.
Okay. I have been known to sit at that cigar shop and work on my laptop.
That's where we watch the people push the dumpsters.
Okay.
The rolling trash cans with their feet.
And our friend's antique store was right there until she sold the
Yes.
building. Where our rail cam was about to be was right here at that spot. Chattanooga Sawyer. Go ahead, buff me, it says. And there is looks like it's a dog as a saw blade with a hobo stick and train tracks to a tunnel. And it was
Has to be on
painted.
the way to Tunnel Hill.
Yeah, and it was on the way of, it was June of 25, so that one's fresh.
And the saw represents
Well, it's Chattanooga Sawyer. I'm assuming the artist's name was Sawyer.
Interesting. Fresh graffiti.
Yep. Just painted.
Even cleaned a spot.
That's right. I guess that's why it says go ahead, buff me, because they just buffed the side of the car. This is obviously a coal car, a coal hopper, so they had buffed the previous graffiti, so you put go ahead, buff me. Interesting. Daring them. Oh, wow. Man, the graffiti is strong. This guy, oh, shoot. They're going to make me use ChatGPT again. Hold on. Let's see if our viewers are faster than ChatGPT.
Hello, Chuck. Dastardly Dan or somebody. I can remember seeing the character.
I'm asking, who is this character? It's thinking. It says Snidely Whiplash.
Daxic Snidely.
A classic cartoon villain known for his distinctive appearance. Top hat, handlebar mustache, and sinister grin. He is most famously the antagonist in the Dudley Do-Right segments of the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Hey, Rocky! His character is a caricature of an old-fashioned melodrama villain, often seen tying damsels to railroad tracks.
Dick Dastardly.
That's it. So it
Good
is
job, Dirk.
Snidely Whiplash. Snidely Whiplash. All right. From Dudley Do-Right. That is correct, Crash. There you go.
Hey, Crash.
Man, that's a strong one, too. I'm still kind of favoring Witch Hazel, but boy, the artistry is pretty good. There's shading on the box here. Face.
Is the box got wires coming out?
Yeah, it
like
does.
He's gonna blow something up.
Oh, yeah, look. There's dynamite tucked into the other guy's
Okay.
graffiti. And wrapping around it with wires wrapping around it and everything. Boy, that's pretty strong. Oh, and there's explosions behind the graffiti. Look, one of them went off here.
I see it.
And here and here. Boy, that's cool. Man, to have the talent of these people.
And to think they got paid nothing for all
Yep.
that work.
Free artwork.
They did it free.
There's the Spirit of Cincinnati, the one we saw running on the UP. Boy, he could use a bath.
Cincinnati has gone south.
Yep. Well, they tried to, but there's a river in the way. And then there's Kentucky. Oh, you mean the locomotive. I bet.
Yes.
This is cool. Look at that.
What's he doing?
He's giving a, what's up?
Yeah, but what's he got over his eye?
Sunglasses. And his
Whoops.
hand. Here, let me zoom some more.
Oh, okay. Now I got it.
See, I told you he was way far away from this monitor. He's also kind of looking over my shoulder. The camera...
That's
Well,
a
the
cool
camera's-
picture. I like that.
Camera's more or less where...
At first, I
Mike's
thought he was
looking.
injured and he was holding a rag over his eye that he'd been hurt.
No, he's saying,
but
what's
I
up?
got it now.
It's the yo, what up? But he's on the Kansas City Southern lines. That's cool. And look, there's a yellow light. And that's the engineer. Or at least the engineer's door. Oh, no, that's the conductor, because there's the engineer. You can see the engineer's nose in the shadow there. Yeah, the engineers normally don't get out when there's a yellow light, but that's cool. Great shot of a what's up from a conductor. I don't remember having seen a shot like that before.
No, we haven't had any what ups.
No. Amtrak wrapping around a corner. Gosh, that's a sharp corner. Look at that. He's looking back over his shoulder.
Right turn.
I guess that's a good spot to check out. Make sure there's no damage.
So
Kinda like
going
the-
through the mountains and
the
the hills
corkscrew.
in Alabama, you get to do that.
Yeah,
You
where's
watch the end
the-
of the train?
Where's the spot? You and I have gone through it with TVRM. There's a spot where you pass over
on
yourself.
the mountain over to over along the Ocoee
Yeah, I don't remember the actual name of the spot, but it's really pretty.
on the way to Copper Hill.
Yeah, it is. That's right. We need to do that one this year, Mike.
It's where the
That's
train
fun.
passes over the train.
Yes.
Well, we can't do it on Sunday.
Yeah, we have to do it live because it does run kind of late, doesn't it?
Yep. Have to do it on Saturday.
And there's not enough signal.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's the Katy. It's a good still. UP 1988. Western Pacific. Boy, that's look at that old fella. Lining applied. Do not use steam to clean. That's an old one. With the look at the new life and the old rusty car.
The dandelion lives on.
Mm-hmm. Hiawassee Loop, Crash says it's called. There's the CP underneath all the birdies.
And look, they're all lined up.
He caught one in flight right here. I think we're making pretty good headway. Let me check real quick, Mike. I'm not going to let you look at the names. I'm just going to look and see where we are. Yeah, we have 20 more to go. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Pace yourself. You need a drink?
We still got to go through them and pick.
I know. I think we're okay. So we have 24 minutes, and we're doing correct on pacing.
Okay. You say so. Look at all the differences there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Oh, look, there's a barn with, is that an Amtrak? And a BNSF? Or is that a Heritage? Or what the heck is that? Looks like a BNSF barn, maybe. But those are Amtrak. But those are freight locomotives. I'm pretty sure that's a BNSF. There's a lot happening there. And then there's some MOW stuff over here. Don't hit that one by mistake. You know what? I think I played this actual yard in Train Simulator.
Is it DC?
No, I can't remember where it is. Hans and the Chi-Chis says Metra Track. So that'd be Chicago if it's Metra.
And it's a BNSF yard switcher in there.
Oh, so I was right about the BNSF. Cicero Yard, they say. I am pretty sure. Tell me if that's in Train Simulator. So if it is, I've played it. I think that's one of the ones where they do the training.
And John, that yard is in what state?
Well, if it's Metra, it'd be Chicago, right? Be in Illinois. Ooh.
That's pretty.
I wonder if that's the one where he got the what's up from the engineer. Hang on, let's go back and take a look. Nope, 4794, and that one is 4085, so different KCS. I think that looks an awful lot like Kansas City, Kansas. Looks like Kansas City, Kansas, which would make sense considering the name. But I am almost positive I drove across that bridge last month.
Crash said yes, it is on the Train Simulator.
Okay. Then yeah, I played that one. And that
Brian,
is a pain.
Brian is in under Hans and the Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi.
Hans and the Chi-Chis.
He's incognito.
Houston is this one? Okay, so that is, boy, it looks an awful lot like Kansas City. I guess Kansas City's buildings aren't that tall. There's not that many people anywhere. This sign says radio display 4444 51. And then CP LF365. Look at the track here where the switch is. That's a heck of a curve. Winchester and Western. That's what
W and W.
I'm not even familiar with that. Wait, we don't get out enough.
Apparently. I need to work less and go to the tracks more.
Apparently. Oh, this is the other side of that. This is that same streamline. That's 611, so that's the Norfolk and Western. But look, there's somebody in it.
John says Tower 26.
Yeah, that sign, I think. Look at the this one's wrapped, I guess they're restoring it. At least I'm hoping they are. There's somebody in it.
Let me out. Let me out.
Yeah. West Bend Elevator. That's cool. Let's see, West Bend, it would be where? Indiana? No, that's South Bend. I don't know where West Bend is. It's pretty cool, though. CPKC has trackage rights on the UP terminal sub through Houston, Rosenberg, Texas. Okay. There is LAUPS LOPS. thought I might have said Lucas, but it doesn't. Oh, this is Sonoe. That's the same person who painted that other car with the see right here, so it says Sonoe, right?
Okay.
Okay, so hold on.
You do have a memory.
Nope, not that one. Bear with me a second. This is the ultra speed round because I know what I'm looking for. Here it is. Oh no, I was close. It's NASOE. Pseudo Naso. Okay, so different name. Doggone it. I thought I had it. Anyway. All right. That is LIF. Lif. But it has an exclamation point before and after, but that one's not upside down, so it's not in Spanish.
Lie in French.
Maybe.
Is there something to the right, maybe, that it corresponds to?
Well, maybe, but it's like really like abstract, like a graffiti still life. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of neat. I don't know. It's got a lot
Bend
going
is
on.
in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. No wonder I don't know. I've only been to Wisconsin once, and it was actually an accident.
And it's cold up there.
Those of you who remember the days before GPS, when you had to print out your directions, you didn't have any idea where you were, and sometimes you were in a different state. Hey, Mike.
I know that spot.
Yeah, we do.
I love that spot.
Look at this. Did you ever notice that there was a
Silo down.
silo and they've cut them off? 'Cause that's the base for the silos, right? And there's the silo sitting there.
I try to remember the last time I was there. It was up or down.
This is Stevenson, Alabama, by the way. I stood right here one time, and a train came by right here, and I can tell you that is much closer than you feel like you want to be to a freight train. We do love Stevenson. Mike goes there all the time, and that was part of the reason why we ended up getting a satellite dish on
It is.
Unit 6, because there is virtually no cell signal in Stevenson, Alabama. Because I went there with Mike when I was in school, and we sat there and we're just watching trains, and I was trying to work, and I realized there was not enough cell signal for me to work.
That's where I ran over the curb.
I know what this is, Mike. This is the train. This is the bridge, the sketchy bridge, the really short white one.
The up and over bridge.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's
Still
got,
got wooden railroad
like
ties there for
the lip is like this.
Yeah.
So if you don't have ground clearance, it's a lot of an arc.
It up and over.
It is.
Now I hear a
Now
horn.
I hear a horn. Okay, hold up. But apparently we don't have audio anymore. I don't know if this can play audio. Nope, no audio anymore.
It's still got wooden railroad ties there for the lip is like this. So if you don't
We have your audio. We have the audio of Mike's phone.
I'm trying to hear if I can hear.
Oh no, I mean we can hear us. I'm saying we don't have audio from the computer videos for some reason. It crashed.
Oh.
And I would have to restart, I think, and that's just not worth it. Because we were almost done with the videos. If we had a bunch more videos, it might have been worth it. But all right, the horn is getting closer. You'll just have to believe us.
And Crash, let's plan a field trip. We can meet Brian there.
Field trip. Might as well play some music since there's no audio. I don't know why I'm turning the sound up on the computer that doesn't work. You and I can hear it outside the studio, which means it's 30 seconds from going by the camera, probably. There's about a 7-second delay and about 20 seconds from the studio to the camera. Nope, that was the end of that one. The TV has decided this is the perfect time to show a commercial
Is that why we have lights flashing behind me?
on the live cam. Whoever's watching the live cam right now, if they just got an ad, they're gonna kick their TV. Okay, here we go. It's got to be southbound, right? Been a lot of southbounds today.
I have my headset on, so one's very distinctly different.
Yeah, I think it was southbound. Boy, he must be creeping. We did just get CSX Waihatchee Yard, I think was that. It just spiked up.
He's super quiet.
He is. Now he's blowing. Well, he's slow.
He's southbound, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's southbound, but we can hear
Let's
him
see
through
if
our
we hear
headsets.
the void after the deal.
Yeah, Stevenson's a good spot to rail fan. Why does it keep saying it's not live? It is live. It lies. It sits on a throne of lies.
See, this is why technology and I have a problem.
Normally, technology and I get along fine, but today is not the day.
That poor lady at Charter, when I called today, said, please, somebody else on the phone but you.
Oh no, we were wrong. It's northbound.
I hate when that happens.
3458. 3458. Mixed manifest again. There was one that came through earlier with some really strange cars on it. Came through about 1 o'clock. I was already in the studio at that point working away, and it had some odd mixed cargo that was, they had a bunch of empty center spines, but they also had a flat car with pallets on it, which I don't think I've ever seen on a train. It had like, it was like truck cargo. I had like pallets in a double wide stack down it. It was just odd. Well, there we go. 3458.
A little bit of everything there so far.
Yep, there's a lot happening. But he is going slowly, and we don't have a ton of time. So, since there's not a heritage on the front, we're going to dive back in. So anyway, this is that bridge, the sketchy bridge. Ready, Mike?
It is a cool bridge, though.
It is a cool bridge, but it is sketchy. I have filmed from that exact spot. Hey, this is Tiftonia. Right? Remember you got out right here one time, you walked on the road at this spot, and I was panicking because you had me pull into the driveway that's right here on the left and wait for you, and you walk back along this road.
Oh, yeah.
This is Tiftonia on Cummings Highway.
That's right.
And I thought for sure you were going to get squished. I was going to have to explain to Danny.
Right there before Waihatchee Woodlands.
Waihatchee Woodlands, yeah. I was going to have to explain to Danny how you non-consensually lost 100 pounds at the front end of a Ford.
I do remember that. I was all excited.
Yeah, and I was very excited, but not in a positive way.
I'm sorry.
There's an inspection camera right here. It's one of the only ones I know of. It's actually right about here. There's super bright lights that come on when a train goes by, and it reads the side of the cars. And from what I can tell, I don't know if it's reading the actual numbers or if it's reading, if it's just scanning to make sure there's nothing wrong. But anyway, it's right there. And I tried to get footage of it from Mike, but it is unpredictable. There's one coming in. I can't quite see what he is, but I think this is related to a video because I just dropped this video in. 727. Makes me want to sing the 737 coming out of the sky, but it's the wrong numbers. There's an old GP, right? I think that's another GP. CSX. Two old ones, actually.
It does have the newer style logo on, though.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
Got
And
a
two of
door
them-
open there on the far side.
Yep, two of them back to back. You don't see that very often.
There it
It's-
is.
oh, John says it's an-
4822.
AEI reader to track location and speed. Okay. But yeah, this is one of Mike's favorites.
You have been tracked.
Grit, heart, and drive. Moving the weight of the world.
That's my motto when I drive to work in the morning. Takes all my grit to get there.
There you go.
And then I drive.
That's right. There's 4,000.
I just love that color.
Isn't it beautiful? Whoops. Yep, that's the right one. Okay, Lehigh Valley, past the what we now know as an art museum. Hey, Eugene. Oh, that one's pretty. Look at that. 1111. It's the barcode.
It's the barcode.
with a their soon-to-be overlords watching closely from behind. Union Pacific.
Pushing them forward into the future.
Is that what it is? Oh, okay. There's their camera. Their camera's on the conductor's side. Well, there's the barcode. Boy, I haven't seen the barcode. I don't think I've ever actually seen it in person. I know you caught it, but you caught it one day before I got there. Oh, there's the Ghostbusters guy.
I saw him this week.
Did you? Is that why you thought there was a Ghostbusters guy?
Yes. That's why I thought the other one was, but
See how he's got the little tail
I saw
situation?
him this week.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember what their names are. Looks like this one's a still from a video.
Little
There he
green
is.
guy.
Yep. I know, it is too bad we can't scan it. I think if we could scan that, it would probably come up as 1111. Oh, there's no sound, but this is that bridge. We know that bridge in Stevenson. I'm sure there's great sound, but sadly, we can't hear it. There's his camera right there. I have shot in that exact spot, 4561. Oh, he's panning down for each one, and 5366. And a bunch of cargo.
That's where, just down from there,
There it
remember,
is.
that's where the squirrel ran over the top to avoid the train.
Yep. I do remember that. Yeah, Squirrel did decide to... It was the wires, right?
Slimer.
Slimer? Is that what they're called?
No, well, backing up, Slimer
Yeah,
was the
no, I
name
know
of
the Ghostbusters.
yes.
I think the squirrel ran across a power line, didn't it?
Yeah, he went up and all across, so he got over the train.
Yeah, it was funny. I think we actually filmed that.
We did.
I've got that somewhere.
Same day I ran over the curb.
That is that day.
It is that day because
That was our test,
you
actually.
you were cold,
We weren't actually filming because there were no trains that day.
and we had this big microphone with us.
We did. We had the giant Yeti microphone that's so big we now use it as a paperweight to hold Mike's microphone stand down. 727. I think 727 is the highlight there. It's cool. Rumbling through. And is that the end? It is the end. All right, Mike. And then we have one in a show later. This one is from Tara. She said she took this with her cell phone. And she told me where. Hang on, I'll tell you where. She said, taken from the south yard at her bridge with her cell phone. So there you go. Oh, hang on. Stuart sent one more 3 minutes after we started. Hold on. This will put us up to 97.
We have UPS on our night train, and we have UPS to the sky.
Yep. Here's Stuart's submission. I'm sorry, Stuart, but sound has died. Oh, that's cool.
Thrasher Convention.
Yeah, it's a stationary engine.
He also went to the dirt track last night, too.
And I guess that's just buoyed up by the exhaust plume. Yeah. I like stationary engines. Jay Leno has quite a collection of stationary engines, oddly. And there's a bunch of videos of them on Jay Leno's garage. All right, Mike, here we go. Speed round. Are you ready? I'm going to open my document here.
Okay, this is where we got to make choices, right?
Air conditioning just came on. I was like, where is this wind coming from? Which is, air conditioning being on is not a positive at the moment because I actually have the window open. This is nice outside. And bear with us here. We are going to... Actually, I should turn the lights on. Brace yourself, Mike. Here we go.
It helps me to see.
Yeah. That one's bright.
It's a beer can going up and down.
Okay.
Do you have them numbered? Or how do we identify today?
Just say now, and I'll move them. I made a folder called winners, so I will move them over.
Okay.
You're gonna have to narrow it down. You're gonna have to describe it really well for me because we've got 5 minutes and I'm starving.
Okay.
So I know it's unusual, but I did go to the gym and therefore I am starving. So here we go. I feel like in the decision round we should play our bluegrass. There we go. All right, Mike. 4001 with a caterpillar behind it.
Okay, that's my graffiti.
All right, hold up. I didn't have to wait long on that one. Oh, I moved it. I meant to copy it. Let me see if I can copy this back so I don't lose my place. Oh, it worked. It's a small miracle. All right. Another main. That's the 4000. There you go.
That's my art.
Okay, hold up. Boy, Mike's decisive today. Look at that. He knows I'm hungry. He doesn't want me to start chewing on his arm. There's the Norfolk Southern. Lucas. This is the Hack.
That was a very good one.
Mhm.
It's
Keep it in your head.
the girl got me.
All right. 614 BNSF. In the middle of the NS snuggle. There's the Virginian. Always good to see it out on the rails. Here's the weird one. The G&O. Several of the G&O. Here's the, gosh, I think those are Wells Fargo. One more late submission. I normally don't make time for late submissions, but I'm also trying to not have to remember next week where I left them. So here's this one. 3015 downtown somewhere. That's the iHeartRadio headquarters, so wherever they're based. And it's CSX on the front of a Union Pacific.
Would iHeart be in Nashville?
I don't think so. Where was I? Okay, there was Lucas, Hack, BNSF, Virginian. Okay, here we go. Back to Lucas. This is the guy who can't get a job, but he can obtain his needs of the day. Here's the Wabash with a nice sky. The Lehigh. The Southern. I believe there's a video because it's behaving oddly. Nope, that's the Erie. It is really behaving oddly. My computer is struggling today. That's because I restarted it today. If I leave it running for months sometime, it's fine, but I had a bunch of updates, so I restarted it. Now it's angry. Here's the Norfolk and Western. An old Norfolk and Western. And the new Norfolk and Western again. Side shot. Streamliner, Norfolk and Western Class J. The Pink Nose. The Interstate. The B&O with one of the, I guess that's a Gray Ghost, right? 224 behind it. And an old GP over here. This is Dalton. This was Sweetwater. That's the Star and the Star. And 3313, I can't remember what that one is. That was an old EMD, I think. And this weird feller, the Scooper. Stationary engine.
With beer can.
With beer can. The Yo What Up. The little Kirby ghost dude. He does look like Kirby. He's like Kirby leaning on something. The 8029 looking pretty rough. Atala downtown with one crossing in the background. This one is, somebody told us what this is, but I can't recall at the moment. This is the very old Illinois Central from 1951, which I guess is why it's black and white. Uh-oh, you made a noise. You're thinking about it?
I know. Keep
All right,
going.
that one, do you need to write it down?
I'm
Well, it's black and white. I can remember that. It's the only black and white one. All right, 4810 crossing over. They left the door open on the ice chest again. But, ooh, I can't read what it says. Something for safety. Okay, well, oh, maybe I'll read that later. There's the 4000 from the front, from the side, with the weird thing with the Heister. This hurts me. What would you even call that? Is that the artistic category? That's a catch, I guess, right?
That would be the most foolish person category.
And with the gates down, it boggles the mind. Like, truly. That's a good artistic one.
John said the Death Star scheme.
The Death Star scheme, okay. Oh, all right, hang on. That is amazing. That one's going in my folder. That's my locomotive.
Good choice.
Thank you. It just seems obvious, and for it to be a thing that got canceled.
Makes me think of the guy that had St. Augustine that did the rail line.
Yep. There was a Kirby. There's the light. Here it is. Okay. Move that one over. Okay. Here's a clip. There's no audio again, but we did hear it earlier before it crashed. That was the one we were looking at. Unusual CSX. And Old and New from the Amtrak California. BNSF with a CSX creeping along behind you. Bus.
I really like the bus.
The Troll.
Or
Man,
troll.
Slaying Trolls is good. I'm torn. I'm torn between that and Witch Hazel. I feel like the artistry is better here, but Witch Hazel speaks to me. This is hilarious. I
That
wish
is
we could
pretty
choose
cool.
two. Man, there's some good stuff this week. That one's awesome. And there's Felix. Oh, yeah. And
The gator.
Yeah, the Santa Alligator. Jesus' discount program. And then this is Bluey's with the disembodied hand. This is the Amtrak with the whatchamacallit unit on it. I think commemorative. There's the Katie rumbling through.
Okay, if you don't, I am.
All right, I'm putting that in as my locomotive. Hold on, that's
Okay.
too pretty. Hold on. Is that this one? Nope, that's the Amtrak. All right, that's me. I like that one a lot. It's so pretty. Okay, next one. That's the CP with the birds.
You love me some birds.
I know. It's the pelletizers, underwater pelletizers, which is like underwater basket weaving, I guess. There's Dalton at night. That is really pretty with that sky. That's strong. I don't think it's enough to sway me, but that's a good one. There it is, Witch Hazel. I'm in. Hold up. Witch Hazel. Is that it? That is it. Witch Hazel's my graffiti. I haven't chosen an artistic one yet. There's Chattanooga Sawyer. I like that one a lot because we're multi-generation Chattanoogans, and that one is great. That's my third place. I
That
think.
is really good.
And the dynamite really makes it.
So much thought in that one.
Spirit of Cincinnati, Frozen in Time.
That's my favorite pick.
That's a good one.
That's my favorite pick. The What's Up makes me think of Austin.
What's up?
That's what he always says. What's up?
Yeah, I think you're out of choices now. I got to pick an
Oh,
artistic
I still
one.
have favorite engine.
Do you? Are
Yeah, I've
you
only
sure?
picked
Hang
three.
on. No,
I did most
no,
artistic.
I think you're lying. Hold on.
Graffiti, and What's Up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. So you have. Okay,
3.
yeah, you're right. I'm remiss, Michael. Okay, Chattanooga Sawyer, Spirit of Cincinnati, What's Up? Amtrak. Here's the Katie.
That's such a good picture, but you picked that one.
I did. Western Pacific with the new life in front of it. CP with the birdies. That one's strong for me. I like that a lot with the composition for artistic. I'm holding that one in my head. That's overwhelming, but it's cool. It's just a lot. It makes me
Because you
think,
played that game.
makes me check my pulse. That's the worst training session ever. Okay. KCS, that's a good shot too. I like that one a lot. The Winchester and Western, another thing I'd never heard of till today. This is the other side where they're restoring the old Norfolk and Western. West Bend. This is the Sono, who I thought was the same as the other dude. Plus, he does have a little graffiti head guy down here, who's apparently named Corey. This is the Leaf. Still don't know what it is, but it's like a still life graffiti. It's got a lot happening. Actually, it says LIF over here again too, so it must be the guy's tag. I don't know. Stevenson, as my grandfather would say, Stevenson. They didn't say V's very much back then, I guess. That's from the bridge. It's a good still. That spot where we almost pancaked to Mike. The funny thing is, Mike and I have been doing this since 12 years before we ever put any of it on YouTube, so we have a lot of stories that are way, way pre-footage. These two old, I think they're GPs, back to back. And iHeartRadio, The Weight of the World.
I like that locomotive. I do like that one too.
And you guys didn't hear it, but he goes, See, it picks up. I guess it's because I'm eating the microphone. I don't know. Anyway, the Lehigh, the other way. That's a good shot with the UPs pushing him forward. That's the barcode. There's the Ghostbusters Slimer. This is the one up on the bridge. This is the one, the CSX coming by. Well, if I can get it to go play. There we go. 727. That file format is the one that I normally even make our videos in, and even it is struggling for some reason. So there's something not happening right with my computer. But that's the still of it. That's 727. It's the GPs. Oh, nope, I'm out of order somehow. Hold on. Yep, it is freezing on that one. Will not scroll past. Oh, that's because it's the last one. That's why. All right, Mike. So make your selections, and I have. What am I missing? You've got your artwork. I've got my
favorite
artwork.
engine.
Yeah, I've got my favorite locomotive. You have your artistic. I have favorite catch, favorite locomotive.
I think I'm gonna go back to the guy that's 1951.
Okay, the black and white.
I think so.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find it. Doop. This one.
I'm torn between that
Uh-huh.
and the G&O.
Oh yeah. The G&O is strong. There was several of the G&O.
One of them has a nice shot of the front
Nice shot of the
where
front.
you were trying to read what they said.
Yeah, hold up. This one?
Yes.
That one? All right, this one or the black and white one, Mike? So here we go. That one and that one. We are 9 minutes past time for us to feed me. Casey is going to die.
The G&O.
Oh, Gino. Okay, good. Sometimes you have to remind him that I will die if he doesn't choose.
Or be cranky.
Oh, I get hangry. I do. You know what the one is? I don't think it's what you would have thought I would choose, and I'm not looking at the names, but I really like that shot.
I love that shot. It reminds me of us going on TVRM down Holtzclaw.
There's so many good ones. Hang on, I'm going to make the icons larger so I can see them more better. Man, there's a bunch of good stuff. I just touched my glasses to the microphone. I am struggling with this microphone. I wish they gave me like an extra entry for graffiti this week, because this is the strongest graffiti week we've had.
Well, you make the rules.
I know.
You can put an extra in.
No.
No?
No.
Oh,
Because the submissions are determined by what categories we have, right? I
We'll
can't.
make an honorary category.
I can't go bending the rules like that. Not even for me.
Favorite dynamite picture.
That was good, though. The dynamite one.
You want to borrow some of my paper? This is highly unlike you. What has happened?
No.
We have reversed the roles.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Wait till I tell your wife what has happened.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
Apparently not.
You know what? That's a really good shot, too. And this thing with the graffiti, that's really not the graffiti, but the cat.
What category are you trying to pick?
Artistic.
Oh, okay.
Because these are all kind of artistic. I mean, like, yeah, the cat's cool and it's the Sonic, but like the lighting and everything, I don't think it's even moving. I think that's a stationary shot. This one, he's rambling forward, and it's just so crisp. It looks so good.
Hey, you can always go with the birds.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I will go with the birds, because that one was, I said, was in contention.
And you had one that was in flight, remember? He was
yeah,
all by
you're
himself.
right. He is in flight. All right.
A lonely bird flying.
Mike has helped me. Nope, I can't scroll up. Why is it not scrolling up to the... There we go.
Somebody's got to make notes.
Okay, here's the winners. Made a new format, but... All right, these are the names. Andy Parker. AGS. Tara. Oh, that's also Tara. Good job, Tara. Brian Long. This is... her last name. Hold on. Her last name is also Parker. Marla. This is Marla Parker with Witch Hazel. Thank you, Marla. Brian Long. Oh, and Brian Long. Completely unplanned. It was a good day on the tracks for him. So we got 5 winners, I think. We got 2 repeats. So, very nice. Thank you, everybody.
Fantastic, everybody.
6 winners. So Tara got 2, I think, or 5 winners. 5 winners. They had a good week. Thank you, everybody. Lots of
your
great
final
submissions.
answer?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure?
I'm not going to count them. I'm starving.
Remember, everybody, 144 days till Christmas, and only 1 day till I go back trackside live tomorrow.
There's your official endorsement from Mike. All right, I think we've gone through everything. And I probably will put up Ray's song on our sidetrack playlist later, just for funsies. And I think we've got everything done. I'm tired. I regret going to the gym somewhat.
Yeah,
now.
me too. Makes me feel bad for you.
It makes Mike tired when I go to the gym. It's such a tough life you have, Mike. But we got through a round. Can you believe it? It happens. It happens. So, for Mike and Casey here in the studio.
Remember what they've got. We all practiced all week for this.
Did we?
And we will
see you at... What is it, Mike? I don't even know.
Come on, you guys. We practiced all week. We will see you at... Come on.
Is it somewhere specific?
Yes, the next crossing.
Oh,
Mama
the next
Bear
crossing.
came through. Woo!
Well, who would have known that? All right, guys. I'm
Hey,
Casey.
Wright's got it. See, now everybody's got it. You guys are... y'all make me proud.
They're just on the delay. That's what it is. But anyway, I'm Casey. That one's Mike. We're going to leave the studio. We're going to go feed ourselves. And we'll see you.
Gotta be someplace with shrimp tonight.
Shrimp? Okay.
Yeah, it's a long story.
All right. Well, I'll find out that story at dinner.
Yes, you will.
We'll see you at the next crossing, which for me is Sunday. For Mike is probably sooner.
Come on, a little more enthusiasm. See you
We'll see
at
you
the next crossing.
At the next crossing.
Yeah, there you
there's
go.
The camera.
Woo!
We'll see you at the next crossing.
Pick
I'm
a
looking
camera,
up.
any camera.
There's so many.
All right, don't forget the closeout thing you're supposed to do.
Here we go. There's the closeout thing. Are you proud,
Otherwise,
Mike?
you'll be in trouble with Ray.
Are you proud?
I'm proud.
I know. Ray gets uptight if I don't do the
Yes,
closeout
he does.
thing. Okay, there's the closeout thing. All right, we're going to turn the microphones off now. Goodbye. We're really doing it. Why are you still here?